All right, it is CAG Elitron, and this is like my third take, okay, on this new and improved tier list because I have gotten your feedback, and I can't say I disagree. It just shows me how little homework I actually did. So I added more rows, and we're gonna add in more teams, some that I forgot. Okay, so I'm gonna go just top down, like literally every other tier list person. Some people go bottom up. I'm going top down and gonna keep that the exact same as how I had it the last time. All right, so if you haven't watched the last tier list, go back, watch it, so you can get the in-depth thoughts on some of the things. But you're also gonna see where I made mistakes on. IG. Okay. So top four, just so you know, keeping Splinter in their own tier. And the reason being for that is these five teams, CA Gold, Cheese, Randos, IG, and Splinter, we as teams are very cohesive, almost like well-oiled machines. It's just Splinter's washed. They need an oil change, okay? And they're getting there. All right. I believe that they deserve to be right below us, but they can't quite challenge us. But they can challenge and win, I think, everyone below, except for when they're feeling extra washed. Or they're like, I don't know what happened last tournament, why they lost. I gotta go back and watch their games, so that's just too much homework for me right now. But yeah, so they're up here, they're getting their own, and so Remnant said that they're still playing, and so I'm gonna put them in A tier. I don't know if I'm gonna put them at the top of A tier. And that's simply because I haven't seen them as much. Hellporgs, I think, also need to be in A tier. Kenton Striders, I'll put them later. Hut. I really, really, really gotta apologize to Hut. Okay. I don't know why. I had the biggest brain fart when I made the last video, and just I wasn't on my game. And I have to agree, a couple people brought it up, and I even brought it up that Hut Cartel, is actually really good. And I'm just, over here derping around with a tier maker. So, all right. Let's see, Tangerine. So they ended up making the finals or day two of Cal Cup Minor, and I got 3-1 by Hut. I think I'm gonna have Tangerine right here. Okay, I think right there is good. Top B tier. Okay, I'm gonna have Orange. How did Orange do? Did they make it to day two? Oh man, they didn't. They didn't. Okay, okay. Who's on Tangerine? Just making sure I'm not stupid. Darkblade, Cro-Magnon, Trevor, Wookie, Nanabelt, TSQ. Okay. Wow, I'm clicking on random shit. Let's go. Alright. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna have them right here, hand in hand. Alright, Tangerine and Orange. Okay. Part of me really wants to put Orange ahead, but based literally on the last tournament, Tangerine made it to day two. It'd be like that sometimes. So, Nova thrown up here, Hex putting down here. I also saw the comment on that they do better, or that they've done pretty well, and I'm literally just blind. Okay, putting Tempest up here. I will clean this up. I'm just kind of throwing people into into their various areas. Gonna put these up here first, but we might have too many in A, and I might have to bring these down to B. And I'm just gonna have to decide. Alright, blue, I'm sticking them right there. JPRS, I think, goes to there. Sabrip, I'm giving y'all A tier. But just know it's close, and I might drag these down. I might put you back in B tier if I start dragging people down to D and F tier. TFA, they've actually made it to day 2 right here. 1-2 by Rancor. Let's see. So that was let's check out the major. I want to see how they did. Brackets, round robin. How did we do this? Playoff, yeah. Okay. Did they make it? TFA. Okay, I'm gonna check the last one. I mean the one before that, the summer minor. Because you could have it to where they made it simply because there was less competition up at the top. And that's kind of what it's looking like. And I could be wrong, but from my experience, I believe they should be here. NRN, putting them here, actually I'm gonna put them in D2 right now. Let's see, guac. What do I want to do? What do I want to do with you, guac? Alright. Alright, I'm putting you here. That is subject to change. Rancor next, putting you there. That is subject to change. Niwi Crone, sticking you up at the top of C tier. Okay. JPRS and Hex. Already discussed Hex, JPRS. So I think it's the first time they formed up as a team and actually played in one of these competitions that I remember. But they actually did pretty well. And the fall minor that we just had. So I think on SWS. So JPRS got 12th overall versus like around the same level as Guac, Tempest, and them. And I went through and saw who they lost against, or who they won and lost against. So they lost there. They won against CA Blue. Okay. And then here's where they won. They won against Orange, and then they lost against some other guys. Dang, Orange. Y'all dropped the ball last weekend. Orange is washed. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to put him here. I got to see more. See how they do against some other teams. I'm going to have to start paying attention to Crone. I know they've done well. I might have to bring them up to B tier. But what I think I'm going to do is break this up. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Kind of spreading it out a little bit, okay? So on no particular order, just dragging shit down. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Fracture, Baywatch. Actually, I'm gonna leave them in A tier. I think that they deserve to be in A tier. This is what I'm doing. Savrip, y'all ended up in B tier again. Oh man, this is tough. All these teams are good. And Contend Striders. They did pretty well. I'm sticking them here. Alright. Okay, let's see. Niwi, Crone, JPRS. I'm putting them in the back of C tier, even though they might be better. Crone. How'd you do? This was the fall minor. Single elim playoffs. They get here. Okay, so they made it here, lost against Tangerine. Okay, let's check out the last tournament. Before that, summer major. Brackets, playoff. Niwi Crone against Savrip. See, this is why it's so difficult, because it's like, I don't know exactly where they're at, because they made it to day 2. But it's hard to get to top 8 because you end up usually getting almost intentionally a better team versus a lower seed. Now this was close in seed wise, but the seeding isn't perfect. The system isn't, because it's all like 1 and 2 games. So it was round robin. But how'd they do in the bracket? Round robin, I mean. Nee wee. Which bracket were they? So you're Group D. So they won against Fracture. All right. That was 1 game. They won against CA Blue. They won against TFA. Had a bye. Won against Baywatch. See, this is how weird it is. They lost against Helpworks. They lost against the Randos. Alright. Argument's been made. Yui Crown. Get promoted. Alright. I might actually have to drag Baywatch down here. I don't like doing that. Alright. This is what I'm doing. Switching Baywatch and Tempest. How did they do? I know, this whole tier list video is going to be literally me going through doing my homework on the fly. Tempest. Dude, okay. So that's Tempest right there. And they got 3-0'd. But they beat Guac. Oof. Alright. Yep. I like it so far. Now keep in mind, this is not the finished product. I'm still going to continue cleaning, but certain ones of these teams, like Orange, could end up beating Hut sometimes. Hut can end up being, beating Splinter. Splinter or Hut could end up beating, IG. It happens. So I'm not going to base everything off of just 1 win or 1 loss of where they're placed. I'm kind of trying to do an overall look, but this middle area is hectic to rank. But I think it's looking pretty good right now. C tier. Hex. I'm gonna pull them back a little bit. I think they're going here. I think Rancor goes up here. I think Tangerine also goes up here, simply because of last tournament's showing. TFA made it in, but they haven't made it into any other tournament that I can remember. I am not going to waste any more time in going back. So I'm keeping them here. See Blue make it to, and here I am going back. I should have this all out in tabs. But single M playoffs. Did Blue make it to day 2? I don't think that they did. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. I know they had a lot of close losses in their day 1. So, alright. I think I'm settling on this. Savrip. I actually put you ahead of Guac. Alright. I almost want to break this up further. I almost do. Because it's just a mess. And I'm keeping Splinter up on their own. Like this is the island teams. Like it's pretty much like almost like the reason why I have them separated as well is whenever these teams are in tournaments, it's almost always they make it to day 2, and all but one, and usually not all of us are all in the same tournament unless if it's a really big one, like say Twin Suns. But we usually very consistently get to top 4 every tournament, and that's just kind of how it's been since Twin Suns. So, and Splinter too when they were in their prime, but now they're washed, which is why they're in S tier. Okay. What to do? Okay, I'm rolling with this right now. I'm sure some of y'all may still have some complaints, but I think I addressed a lot of them, and I addressed the ones I agreed with, which was a lot of them. So they were really good points. Appreciate the feedback. I will do more homework next time so we don't sit here, oh, and see you red. So yeah, Shrapnel, by the way, Shrapnel is Kenton Strider's. I just saved it, and Typhoon I don't think is playing anymore. So yeah, hopefully y'all like it. Thanks. Bye.